boys and girls. It's Miss Diane from the Elk Grove Village Public Library. I hope everybody is enjoying the really nice weather and had a good weekend. I'm here to talk about Science Lab for Monday, March 22nd. This video is going to be about one of the experiments that you're going to be doing, and there's a demonstration that will be attached to this video, and it's elephant toothpaste. So when you pick up your packet, in your bag for the elephant toothpaste, you will find a water bottle like this, and it's filled with hydrogen peroxide. That is something that you get from Sally's Beauty Store, and it's strong, and so that's why it's in this bottle already. You'll have your mom, your dad, or your grandma, grandpa, or caretaker help you with this experiment. And you will have a package of yeast. You will have, in a baggie, you will have dish soap, that's the blue one, and watercolor. A color, it's kind of like a food color, and it's a watercolor that is a liquid. And you could also use your own food coloring if you want, but you will also have this. Now, Miss Abby from our library is going to do you will see a demonstration that she's done, but I just want to explain to you what you'll be doing before you see the demonstration, or while you're seeing the demonstration. These are the steps that you will do. You'll take your bottle of the hydrogen peroxide, and you can use a funnel if you like, if you have the one. I had sent one home, and if you have it, or if you have one at home, or you can make a paper funnel, or you don't have to use a funnel, but it's easier to pour. You are going to add your food coloring or your watercolor, your liquid watercolor, in the bottle. And if you're using food coloring, you can use 10 squirts, and you can also use the whole container of the watercolor, which will be in this Ziploc bag. And I will take that out so that you can see it. After you've added your watercolor or your food coloring, this is the watercolor, and some of them are different colors. You will also have a container of dishwashing soap, and it's blue, and it's about a 1/4 cup. And boys and girls, this is about a 1/2 cup of the hydrogen peroxide. You're going to pour your whole container of the dishwashing soap into your water bottle, and you're going to swirl. Swirl, 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 just like that. Then, in a separate cup, you're also going to have a cup in your bag, and you're going to have a stick, and like I said before, the yeast. And if you remember, yeast, moms and dads, and maybe you bake with your mom and dad, is used to make bread rise. So think about rising. You're going to fill your little cup with maybe 3 very warm tablespoons of water. And then you're going to enter the entire package of your yeast. And you're going to stir with a stick, stir, 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 until it's about the consistency of melted ice cream. So all the granules in the yeast need to dissolve. There shouldn't be too many granules left. And your solution, what you've made in here, needs to look like melted ice cream. Well, when that is all done, you're going to take your yeast and water mixture and pour it right into the bottle, and that's when the adventure begins. And you will see what happens. When the science behind it is, after you've seen the demonstration, you're going to see an adventure. When you add the yeast to the mixture, it breaks up the oxygen that was in the foam. The foam that you made had bubbles, and the bubbles were filled with oxygen. When you added the yeast acts as a catalyst, and a catalyst is something that speeds up a reaction. It sped up the reaction by taking the oxygen bubbles and the hydrogen peroxide, separated it, and made more bubbles. And it made it really, really, really fast. It worked really fast, and that's what happened. And also, you're going to find out after it's done, it's going to feel very warm, and that's another chemical reaction. It's called exothermic, which means it created lots of foam and bubbles, and it created heat as well. I hope you have a lot of fun, and if you have some time, please send us your pictures to see how you liked your reaction. Also, you'll be tuning into another experiment, and there's also another demonstration and something else that has to do with soap. So look for that one as well with the other videos. Have a great rest of your night and take good care. Thank you. Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Abby and Miss Diane, and we're here for Science Lab for Monday, March 22nd, and we are going to be making elephant toothpaste. So I will explain this all in another video, but Miss Abby is going to demonstrate. But I'll tell you, in this bottle right here is something called hydrogen peroxide, and it's pretty strong, so we put it in there in the bottle, and it is very strong. Now she added some coloring, which you will get in your kit, and now she's going to add liquid dishwashing soap, and that's about a 4 cup. She's going to pour the whole thing in there, and then after that she's going to take it and swirl it just to mix it up. So we're going to swirl it, and she'll take it and you can just swirl and swirl and swirl. That's pretty good. All right, now for the big part of this is you're gonna have a packet of yeast and a warm cup of water. There's a cup in there. You're gonna get some very warm water from the sink, and you're gonna empty the packet of yeast into the cup of warm water. Yeast, boys and girls, remember, makes bread rise. Now, it has to be completely dissolved in the cup, meaning that there should be no granules left. And now Miss Abby is going to pour that into the bottle with the solution, and we will watch something happen. So here we go. All right. See it rising, rising. There we go. Do you see, boys and girls? It's rising, 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 and woo! This is enough toothpaste for an elephant. And it's gonna keep going and going and going, and you will see it go, and it could even make some swirls. Sometimes it makes some swirls. And then when you touch it, boys and girls, it's very safe to touch. There it goes, there's the swirling. That's good enough for an elephant. When you touch it, there is a chemical reaction that makes it very warm. So you will be able to play with it, it will be safe, and it will be warm. And boys and girls, I'll explain all the science behind it in another video. Oh, and there's also some stripes in there. If you can see, it's striped just like Crest, or the Crest toothpaste with stripes too. There we go. And I hope you enjoy making doing this experiment. We are also going to be doing another experiment with another kind of soap, ivory soap, and we will show you that in the next video. Have a good night. Thank you.